the duties of the Mahoning County Sheriff's Office are and what we offer as a service to the citizens of Mahoning County. Ladies and gentlemen, all of these officers are assigned to these task forces, work county-wide. We all benefit by them. We run a day reporting program that uses day reporting inmates to pick up recycled materials, fill potholes, landscape county and state properties, and starting this Monday, we just started picking up trash on 680 and Route 11. And finally, without a doubt, the most boring, I won't argue this, it's the most boring part of my business, and it's also the most important, is the aspect of the Mahoning County Sheriff's Office County Jail. Our county jail, when it's fully open, houses 550 inmates, and we are currently, right now, fully open with 500 plus inmates. I've worked long enough with the Sheriff's Office to see the effects of what a partially closed jail does to our community and the criminal justice system. It affects the way judges are able to sentence, it affects the way prosecutors are able to prosecute, and it essentially makes all of our local law enforcement agencies ineffective. You don't know what it does to a patrolman out on the streets when they arrest somebody for a misdemeanor. They come down to our jail and they get released. All of these guys have seen this before. And you say, well, it's just a misdemeanor. Yeah, that's right. They probably have a violent felony on their record, and I would guarantee they would. But they just got charged with a felony this time, and we just missed a chance to lock a bad guy up for 3, 4, 5, 6 months. If the commissioners decide to go with the criminal justice tax, this will be the first time that the community can vote for a sales tax that we all know exactly what the money is going to be used for. I understand that some people would argue to have only a half-cent sales tax. However, if that were to happen, we would be in a $6.5 million deficit next year. That's exactly what we're paying right now. No more or no less. $6.5 million.
This sales tax is our insurance policy for our future. We can no longer depend on the federal government and the state government to come in here and bail us out. Now the cuts have become more severe, and we have no choice but to do what we're doing, and it's unfortunate.
You know, we showed up on there, the 7% that's being collected, 1% comes back on all of county government. The 5 3/4 that the state puts on out of our 7%, we had no public hearings, we had no public meetings, we had no vote, we had nothing by the state legislature, the governor telling us what the money's going to be used for.
The history of this county shows the entire budget has to be, we're the biggest taker of the budget, the Sheriff's Office. So it has to be over half of that, which is over $3 million, which means I'm going to have to lay off between 70 and 75 deputies, which means I pull everybody off the task force, we bring everybody in the jail because that's my #1 priority. We have to close the tower down, which closes down 250 beds. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the last thing I wanted to say to everybody here was something that came off like a threat. But it's not a threat, it's a fact. I remember years in the past where we ran commercials with guys wearing orange uniforms running out of the jail. I think it's tasteless. But quite frankly, this is a matter of public safety. This is where the numbers are.
The result is going to be that we're going to increase the number of inmates being held in the jail, and then we're going to see history repeat itself.
I was around in the mid-90s when there was a consent decree. Prior to that consent decree going into effect, we had about 900 inmates in the jail. During that time I was out on the street. For every person we arrested, somebody got kicked out. They got let out. So half the people in that jail, more than half, were let out.
As the philosopher Santayana said, those who do not remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
We have one of the lowest sales taxes. 62 other counties have the same as us or more. So I would urge everybody to support this tax. During my short time as sheriff, my office has implemented many new and innovative initiatives. I believe that it would be a disservice to this community to render many of those initiatives null and void. This office used to be 300 and some deputies. It's now 220, and everybody's working really hard. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this before, but I'm so proud to be up here standing with these gentlemen. They have so much experience and knowledge. Not one of them said no. Nobody said no.
I do not want to repeat the days of a half-closed jail. I don't want to repeat the days of 68 homicides which occurred in 1995.
These are services that by law have to be performed. We have to have a jail. If we don't have a jail, as Lynette will tell me, then we have to go out and pay someone else to house our prisoners, because that's part of the sheriff's responsibility. We have to have the courts. We have to have the prosecutors.
Mahoning County should be very proud, and the residents should know this. During the economic recession, we were still able to keep our heads above water. We had no audit findings in this county. We were still able to help balance the budget. We were still able to do that. That was a lot of sacrifice. Now the cuts have become more severe, and we have no choice but to do what we're doing, and it's unfortunate.
Of all the seniors that are out there, of all the veterans that are out there, of all the service organizations that are out there, everybody wants to see safe streets.
Search the facts, find out what you've got here in this local government, and realize that the state of Ohio has cut their funding so badly and not restored it.
We don't have a safe community. We don't have anything as a county. When we say public safety, we say the sheriff, the prosecutor, 911 in the corner. Those monies are earmarked specifically for those entities. They can't be used for anything else. And I also want to emphasize that, remember, 30 to 35% of this tax is paid by non-residents. You know, people from outside of Mahoning County. You know, we're at $6.5 million deficit. We need to get ourselves forward and move forward, and this is the way to do it. If we don't provide a safe community and a safe environment for our county, we can't grow the population, we can't create economic development, we can't do the things that we want to do as a county and move ourselves forward. If we regress and lose this tax as a county, believe me, as Commissioner Traficani said, we'll move back to the Stone Ages.
This summer is coming. Next summer, if this is voted down, we're in trouble, people. We are in big trouble.
Those who do not remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
For more information about the aspects of the Mahoning County Sheriff's Office, please visit our website at www.mahoningsheriff.com, and please find us on our Facebook page.